Hey, today's packing day, so I thought I'd take a little bit of time to go through some of the tech that we'll be packing for our 4-month-long trip. Let's start by just taking a look to see what I've laid out here. And I'm going to go through each one of these. I'm also setting up a page on my website, wegetOutoftown.com/shop. I'm setting up all of the links so that you can purchase any of the items that you're interested in. So it's nice and easy to find for you. Let's start with the laptop. So on previous trips, I've not brought a laptop, just an iPad, which is totally fine for most people. Blogging on it was a bit of a challenge because it's harder to type. And for a 4-month-long trip with all the stuff I like to do, I definitely need my laptop. So I have the best laptop, the smallest, the thinnest, the newest MacBook is amazing. It's about the size as the original iPad. It's smaller and lighter than an Air and higher resolution. I absolutely love it. The only problem with it is that with it comes a lot of extra adapters and things that you need to get because there is just the one port, no USB port, no place to put a memory card, anything like that. So we have just the charger that goes with it and the wall plug for it, the smaller version. And then I have this adapter that has the option of the USB port as well as like charging it at the same time, because they do sell some that are only a USB port. Kitty's knocking stuff off the table. So I have that, and then I also have this little adapter. I have no idea where we got this, but it's just a chance for me to put memory cards into the USB port. So I have to plug this into here with the memory card and then plug this into here. So a little bit of extra stuff, but it's worth it for the awesome computer that this is. A couple of other adapters that honestly, I'd have to ask my husband what these are for, why we have them. They also could be things that he needs for his work. I also have the slimmest case for the laptop. It's this thin case. It just slides right in. The only downside for it is that it does not have a place for any of the cables or anything like that. But what I do appreciate about it is that it's tiny and slim, and it's also padded on the inside, and there's no zippers that could scratch it. Next, I have a Kindle Paperwhite. This thing is amazing. When I first opened it up, I was shocked at how small it is, how lightweight it is, how good the screen looks. The Paperwhite has the option of doing... Kitty, what are you doing? Stop it. She was pushing this around the floor. Okay. Has the optional for the backlight, which is great if you're on the plane or staying in some sort of accommodations that don't have a lamp next to your bed. So that's awesome. And I have my first book ready to go. Started reading it last night. It's the new Chuck Klosterman book. My husband is bringing his mini iPad, also for reading, but also for surfing the web. And he'll be using this. No, you can't play with this, Kitty. Go. Totally lost my train of thought. So he's still bringing this as well. He does need to bring his work laptop for the first part of the trip when he'll be working out of Hamburg, but we're hoping to get that shipped home before our month and a half of just straight travel. This little Anker Charger is awesome because if your phone is dying or anything like that, you can plug it in and charge it. I don't know, there must just be like a little battery in here, but it's really durable. It's tiny, so it just fits in my purse. In fact, I keep it in my purse even when I'm not traveling, just in case my phone is gonna die. And then a little bag so that you could also keep the appropriate cable in with it if you prefer. Otherwise, there's really no purpose for the bag. Come back to that. Okay, if you're renting a car, I highly recommend having a mount for your phone. This Canoe one is the one that we have. It mounts right on the vent, and it's really small, and it changes size so it can fit both of our phones just fine. Navigation, while especially in another country, especially when you don't have Wi-Fi or internet and you don't know where you're going, has caused a lot of fights between me and Matt. This invention of having this instead of me trying to hold the phone and say, okay, turn, no wait, not here, next, ugh. Let's just say that this has saved our marriage. We've had good and bad luck with just the little phone chargers for the car. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's small enough that we're just gonna bring that along. One thing you have to travel with if you are traveling with another person is a headphone splitter. Because if you are wanting to watch a movie or you're wanting to listen to a walking tour guide or anything like that at the same time, this is a lifesaver. I recommend getting one that has volume controls for each of you, so you can control that. And this one's nice and small, which I really appreciate. It's just easy to throw in your bag. Highly recommend that. Because I have a Fitbit, I have to bring my little Fitbit charger. And because Matt has a Apple Watch, we need to bring his little charger. Now we bought it comes with a 3-meter one, and we bought the 0.3 meter one, thinking that would be perfect. Turns out it's really small. So if it is too small, we do have an extension cord that we can use, so that should be fine. Hey, say hi. And then also for charging our phones, we instead of bringing two separate wall plugs, we have one that has 2 imports on it. This one from Belkin that we've had for many years. Notice all the duct tape on it? That's because when you plug it in, there is a really bright light, and it's the worst thing ever. So we keep that covered up, but it's nice to only have to bring 1 wall plug instead of 2. And speaking of wall plugs, since we'll be in Europe, we have 2 different adapters for Europe, and because we're also going to the UK, we had to get the UK adapters as well. So we have 2 of those. Can't wait to get rid of these bulky things. We both have iPhones, so with mine, just the normal earbuds. But since Matt is an audiophile, he has these special, like, $100 focal earbuds that apparently sound amazing and also kind of help block out exterior noise. And they come with a fancy little case. I don't really care enough to use those, but they do sound good. And then our charger cables for those. This is a new purchase for me. I have not used it yet, but I am very excited to try it. It is just a waterproof case for my phone. It only works on my phone because I have the 6, and then Matt has the 6 Plus, which is too large for this. But I'm really excited to use this underwater. It does come with 2 different lenses that unattach. You have to use one on there because otherwise there's just a hole in the holder. One is a fisheye and one is just a normal lens. And it has a nice strap, thank God, otherwise I would lose it. The worst thing about it is that on my phone I have like just the rubber cover on my phone. I don't have a case, and I have to get it to fit in here correctly, I have to use this case, or at least a similar case. and this does not fit on with the cover that I have on my phone. So I'm gonna have to remove that cover and just leave this ugly plastic case on my phone during the trip, but then at least I can just fit it right in and use it that way. The extra lens comes in a little baggie, and they both have covers for them. We debated for a long time whether or not we were going to bring our point and shoot camera because both of our iPhones take really good pictures, but we did some testing. We did some outdoor shots, and we also did some low light shots, and obviously just some zoom. As you know, on the iPhones, the zooms don't usually look very good. They looked better on our point and shoot. Also with the landscape, this just has a bigger lens. It just gets more in the shot. Looks a little bit better. This definitely won over with the low light. So we kind of shut the lights off and we're taking pictures, and this looks far superior. So we're going to go ahead and bring this. I don't know how much we'll use it, but we'll have it. So in our little case for this Canon Rebel point and shoot, we have extra battery. Actually, we have 2 extra batteries, memory cards, and the little charger. The good news is that the cable that works to charge the Canon is the same cable that works for a bunch of our other devices. So we only need to bring one of those. And then Apple makes this little adapter so that you can use the same cable for a lot of your Apple devices. So we have that on there as well. And then the last thing that we have is the claw, which I'm using right now on my phone to shoot this video. But it comes, I'll show you the other pieces of it first. It comes with a little case and a little Bluetooth controller that'll click it. This piece I find completely useless. It's, oh no, I broke it. There's this little piece on the back that is supposed to prop up your phone, but I don't know, in the pictures it's supposed to prop up your phone, but what I noticed is that it doesn't prop up anything. So that's kind of useless. This is a new purchase for me, but I've been having a lot of fun playing with it and using it around the house, so I'm excited to use it for travel. What I love about it, and I'm just going to take this off of here so I can show you what it looks like. But what it looks like is it's really lightweight, and these are bendable and move around, these arms, which is pretty awesome because you could wrap it like around a branch or anything like that. And then this fits both of our phones. It also screws off, and our camera screws right onto it just fine. So that's all the tech that we're bringing. Like I said, if you go to wegetoutoftown.com/shop, I have just started putting in all of my resources that I like to travel with that I recommend, as well as links, and those links are specific to me. So I set up an affiliation with Amazon. So if you use the specific link that I provide, then I get a little bit of a kickback whenever you purchase something on that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I just get a small percentage, like a 1% affiliation reward for recommending an item. So go check out the website, and happy travels. Get out of town.